Good afternoon. I'm George Boyne. I have the privilege of being Principal and Vice-Chancellor of this great institution. It's a huge pleasure for me to welcome all of you to this afternoon's graduation ceremony. We are here to celebrate the success of our students. So I hope you're ready to whoop and cheer and applaud when the time comes, but not quite yet. You'll find as part of the ceremony that we use a number of languages. In addition to English, we use Latin, which we'll come to, and Scots. Faljagu Olhai Ubarean. And to those of you who, like me, grew up in the northeast of Scotland, Spicken Doric, you're afa welcome to Aberdeen Varsity. Next, we're moving on to another language, Latin, and this is the first taste of Latin of the afternoon, the Reverend Chaplain to the University.
Let us pray. Bene Sancti Spiritus, Replitorum corda fidelium, et tui amoris in ae signem accendi, qui per diversitatem, linguarum cunctarum, gentes in unitate fidei congregasti. Amen.
Please be seated. Dr. Sweeney.
Vice-Chancellor, Class of 2019, well done. Give yourselves a round of applause. My job here today is to welcome you and your supporters to this celebration of your achievements at the beautiful University of Aberdeen. This ancient university, which has produced almost 525 years of graduates, including no fewer than 5 Nobel Prize winners, and founded with the motto Initium Sapientiae Timor Domini, which roughly translates as, I speak Latin and you don't. Today is a day for pausing to acknowledge what you've achieved during your studies here. Your grades, yes, but also how you've grown and changed as a person through the friendships that you've made and the beliefs that you've challenged. We expect a lot of our students here at Aberdeen, so you're entitled to feel very proud of what you've achieved here. And now a word to your sponsors, the parents, guardians and supporters, bursting with pride for you and perhaps a little for themselves for having steered and supported you through your adventure. Remember that today is an event in your parents' lives too, a source of relief, excitement and debt. Graduates, please raise a round of applause for your family and supporters who've helped you get to this point today. I've been deliberating over what to say to you today, what pearls of wisdoms to impart. I thought I would do well to follow the advice of Henry David Thoreau, who famously once exclaimed, about all things, simplify, simplify, simplify. Although many have since wondered why he didn't just say simplify. But following his advice on this day, as you enter the big world outside, I have just one thing to say to you. Sorry about the mess. Seriously, what the heck? Things are a little bit crazy out there at the moment. And I think this is the appropriate time to tell you that we are counting on you to roll up your sleeves and to sort it out. I, for one, am confident that you have what it takes. In addition to the skills and the knowledge that we've imparted to you, evidence suggests that you've been gearing up for the responsibility for quite some time. Apparently, today's young people are far more sensible than their elders. According to the pollsters, young people drink far less alcohol these days, with the proportion of 16 to 24-year-olds who say that they never drink rising from 18% in 2005 to 29% in 2015. And young people who do drink are drinking less, and binge drinking rates are falling. And also, young people are apparently having less sex, with recent headlines that the share of under 30s who hadn't had sex in the past year tripling things since 2008 to 28%. Actually, looking at those statistics from the other end, it's no wonder the world order is a bit chaotic, really. The grown-ups you're inheriting the planet from are a bunch of sex-crazed drunks, apparently. And that does explain why the global stage is currently a bit like the house, at the end of one of those teen movies where the parents have gone away for the weekend and the word has spread that there's an empty house. The contents of the garage are floating upside down in the swimming pool, and in the front room there's a pig wearing lipstick and a top hat. I'm not going to say which global leader I have in mind there for that one. On the plus side, it's not going to be dull. No one could say that we haven't presented you with plenty of interesting challenges. What we need now is a new style of leader. And from what I've seen of your generation, you have exactly the leadership qualities of compassion and tolerance that I think we might have been lacking. Leaders of the past were expected to be heroes, to be brave warriors who would stride ahead and rally their followers with a call to arms, who had a vision of how the world should be and made every personal sacrifice to bring their vision about. I think we've had enough heroic leaders. The leaders of tomorrow will understand that global progress is made by teams, not by individuals. We need leaders who are willing to listen, willing to compromise, and willing to sacrifice their own ideals of perfection for a greater good. We need leaders who recognize that there is strength and value in diversity and difference, and that lasting relationships can only be built on a foundation of mutual respect. That kind of leadership requires courage. You need to be brave enough to let go of your ideas of perfection. You also need to be brave enough to trust that your worth will shine through in the skills that you bring out in others, and at the tone that you set for your team, rather than in your heroic gestures. And once you think of leadership in this way, you'll see that you don't have to wait for leadership opportunities to be presented to you, because they're everywhere. There are probably 10 opportunities every day for you to lead by setting the tone of a conversation, by asking the questions that others are embarrassed to ask, or by including someone who's been sidelined. So don't sit back, because we need your skills today. And your time will go by so quickly. I remember my graduation like it was yesterday. I remember sitting as you are now. I was so full of questions. Most prominently, how many free glasses of Prosecco will I get at the reception? Class of 2019, we are proud of your achievements and we celebrate with you today. Congratulations.
Dr. Armstrong, promoter of graduands.
Domine pro Chancellari, Domini Doctores et Magistri, et tota Universitas, presento vobis host candidatos, examini probatos, ad gradum doctoratus in philosophia promovendos.
Annuente senatu placet promovere.
Ascendant Deborah Allen.
Ego auctoritate quam summi et potentissimi principes almequic universitate amplissimam indulserunt, te in philosophia doctorum et magistrum creo, in cuius rei testimonium caput tuum hoc pilio orno, quod ut Felix Faustumque sit, deum optimum maximum precor.
Jacqueline Bruin.
Ette Creo.
Sophie Dietrich.
Ette Creo.
Peter Hartle.
Ette Creo.
Emily Hill.
Ette Creo.
William Hutto.
Ette Creo.
Afshin Latifzadeh.
Ette Creo.
Tat Yan Lee.
Ette Creo.
Karine Likely.
Ette Creo.
Rose Luminello.
Ette Creo.
Mark Nixon.
Ette Creo.
Douglas O'Donnell.
Ette Creo.
Claire Organ.
Ette Creo.
Keith Reuter.
Ette Creo.
Patricia Williams.
Ette Creo.
Item presento vobis hunc candidatum, examine probatum, ad gradum magistratus in literis promovendum.
Annuente Senatu placet promovere.
Ascendat Cameron Stewart.
Ego ir auctoritate quam summi et potentissimi principes almi huic universitati amplissimam indulserunt, te in literis magistum creo, in cujus rei testimonium caput tuum hoc pilio orno, quod ut felix faustumque sit, dem optimum maximum precor.
Item presento vobis hos candidatos, examine probatos, ad gradum magistratus in artibus liberalibus promovendos.
Annuente Senatu placet promovere.
Ascendat David Rooney.
Ego ir auctoritate quam summi et potentissimi principes almi huic universitati amplissimam indulserunt, te in artibus liberalibus magistum creo, in cujus rei testimonium caput tuum hoc pilio orno, quod ut felix faustumque sit, dem optimum maximum precor.
Qui honores meriuerant. Ascendant Christa Ekblom.
Ette Creo.
Mary Naski.
Ette Creo.
Daniel McElderry.
Et te creo.
Gabrielle Silabella.
Et te creo.
Louis Afor.
Et te creo.
Tolua Ajanaku.
Et te creo.
Robert Andrews.
Et te creo.
Charlotte Baskerville.
Et te creo.
Finn Klassen.
Et te creo.
Robert Dougal.
Et te creo.
Joseph Duggan.
Et te creo.
Helen Dunkerley.
Et te creo.
Andrea Ferlazzo.
Et te creo.
Astrid Frobrick.
Et te creo.
Permeshwar Gura.
Et te creo.
Paul Gutz.
Et te creo.
Elliot Hobson.
Et te creo.
Domonokosh Kaiser.
Et te creo.
Ella Karponai.
Et te creo.
Johanna Lidman.
Et te creo.
Linnea Linden.
Et te creo.
Anna Maldini.
Et te creo.
Deo Monsuru.
Et te creo.
Sinhang Poon.
Et te creo.
Luvisa Reicher.
Et te creo.
Louisa Siegel.
Et te creo.
Gogo Spanaki.
Et te creo.
Jacob Thompson.
Et te creo.
Love Wadwa.
Et te creo.
Iona Waring.
Et te creo.
Jacob Wester.
Et te creo.
Matthew Wood.
Et te creo.
Anna Jakowska.
Et te creo.
Matthias Bodig.
Et te creo.
Domenico Davis.
Et te creo.
Callum Duff.
Et te creo.
Michael Estock.
Et te creo.
Edward Forsyth.
Et te creo.
Kai Glahome.
Et te creo.
Paulina Gurman.
Et te creo.
Luke Hendren.
Et te creo.
Matthew Just.
Et te creo.
Michal Kozior.
Et te creo.
Simona Marchiva.
Et te creo.
Cosmin Mogoshanu.
Et te creo.
Metode Novotny.
Et te creo.
Jacob Powells.
Et te creo.
Ishani Jaisinga.
Et te creo.
Ryan Familietti.
Et te creo.
Olatu Kubono Lawal.
Et te creo.
Gianluca Melchiora.
Et te creo.
Emmanuel Stadler.
Et te creo.
Insa Warnken.
Et te creo.
Joel Yeep.
Et te creo.
Lewis Keller.
Et te creo.
Jonas Makoni.
Et te creo.
Martin Turner.
Et te creo.
Barbara Bakesh.
Et te creo.
Kinga Galama.
Et te creo.
Urho Nimela.
Et te creo.
Larissa Dana.
Et te creo.
Ross Anderson.
Et te creo.
Georgina Barrett Lenton.
Et te creo.
Robert Battis.
Et te creo.
Keir Bainham.
Et te creo.
James Blaisberg.
Et te creo.
Carmen Brannan.
Ete creo.
Emily Bryan.
Ete creo.
Ava Belova.
Ete creo.
Connor Burgess.
Ete creo.
Lewis Champion.
Ete creo.
Lawrence Clausen.
Ete creo.
Mary Kocher.
Ete creo.
Kerry Dayton.
Ete creo.
Shannon Dharmaratne.
Ete creo.
Georgia Irving.
Ete creo.
Scott Fitzsimmons.
Ete creo. The next part of our celebration is musical. Kris Rasmussen will perform Autumn Leaves. Kris is coming to the front right now. He has just completed his second year reading for the degree of Bachelor of Music with Education. Kris is a jazz pianist currently performing with the university's Jazz Society. Dr. Armstrong, promoter of graduands.
Item presento vobis host candidatos, examine probatos, ad gradum magistratus in artibus liberalibus promovendos.
Annuente senatu placet promovere.
Ascendant Helena Geddes.
Ego ea auctoritate quam summi et potentissimi principes alma huic universitati amplissimam indulcerent, te in artibus liberalibus magistrum creo, in quiis testimonium caput tuum hoc pilio orno, quod ut felix faustumque sit, deum optimum maximum precor.
Zoe Grant.
Et te creo.
Helen Gunn.
Et te creo.
Fraser Hammond.
Et te creo.
Andrew Hay.
Et te creo.
Bethany Henderson.
Et te creo.
Poppy Hennigan Pickard.
Et te creo.
Thomas Hill.
Et te creo.
Thomas Jowett.
Et te creo.
Venamo Katola.
Et te creo.
Jack Kidd.
Et te creo.
Kaylee Kidd.
Et te creo.
Victoria Lucero.
Et te creo.
Aaron McCormack.
Et te creo.
Callum MacDonald.
Et te creo.
Sophie McFarlane.
Et te creo.
Michael McKenzie.
Et te creo.
Ailey Mackey.
Et te creo.
Junice McKella.
Et te creo.
Matthew Max Lino.
Et te creo.
Amy Mitchell.
Et te creo.
Connor Morrison.
Et te creo.
Anna Nicholson.
Et te creo.
Natalia Ramazankani.
Et te creo.
Megan Rennie.
Et te creo.
Megan Rollo.
Et te creo.
Andrew Scott.
Et te creo.
Megan Somerville.
Ette Creo.
Ebba Strutzenblad.
Ette Creo.
Elizabeth Thompson.
Ette Creo.
Samuel Thompson.
Ette Creo.
Zach Thompson.
Ette Creo.
Jacob Wales.
Ette Creo.
Adele Walters.
Ette Creo.
Joel Whitney.
Ette Creo.
Luke Whittle.
Ette Creo.
Roxanne Wright.
Ette Creo.
Allison Evans.
Ette Creo.
Emma Holmberg.
Ette Creo.
Aurora Senyan.
Ette Creo.
Sandra Arillo.
Ette Creo.
Nathan Burcham.
Ette Creo.
Jennifer Brash.
Ette Creo.
Philip Marcus Eridol.
Ette Creo.
Andrash Melesh.
Ette Creo.
Cara Rintelin.
Ette Creo.
Mattia Schiffer.
Ette Creo.
Emily Tuomisto.
Ette Creo.
Nikki Amadi.
Ette Creo.
Graham Allison.
Ette Creo.
Amy Bissett.
Ette Creo.
Lauren Havery.
Ette Creo.
Moses Donaldson.
Ette Creo.
Edward Ferrar.
Ette Creo.
Richard Howie.
Ette Creo.
Jack Keating.
Ette Creo.
Ruth Laird.
Ette Creo.
Jason McClurg.
Ette Creo.
Gordon McGowan.
Ette Creo.
Lee Mayer.
Ette Creo.
Rory Nicholson.
Ette Creo.
Ben Patterson.
Ette Creo.
Adam Rankin.
Et te creo.
Kaylee Stewart.
Et te creo.
Luke Stronach.
Et te creo.
Bethany Nickel.
Et te creo.
Kira Robertson.
Et te creo.
Oyan Satsaral Alton Setseg.
Et te creo.
Pamela Bryce.
Et te creo.
Fiona Gill.
Et te creo.
Olivia Crumry.
Et te creo.
Yulia Kuziak.
Et te creo.
Elizabeth Meyerreicher.
Et te creo.
Andrew O'Neill.
Et te creo.
Amy Orr.
Et te creo.
Antoinette Parkhouse.
Et te creo.
Joseph Quinlan.
Et te creo.
Marketa Sokolova.
Et te creo.
Carolina Wright.
Et te creo.
Ronan Lapping.
Et te creo.
Matthew MacDonald.
Et te creo.
Thomas Nolan.
Et te creo.
Daniela Stewart.
Et te creo.
Rebecca Wordnam.
Et te creo.
Emma Hardy.
Et te creo.
Dora Distria Rota.
Et te creo.
Anna Ndede Inwereyuzor.
Et te creo.
Bartolome Coman.
Et te creo.
Dominic Weinhold.
Et te creo.
Cameron Forward.
Et te creo.
Stephen Salahi.
Et te creo.
Jennifer DuBois.
Et te creo.
Karima Karpinen.
Et te creo.
Item. Presento vobis hunc candidatum examine probatum ad gradum baccalaureatis in sacrosancta theologia promovendum.
Annuente Senatu Placet Promovere.
Ascendat Thomas Knight.
Ego ea auctoritate quam summi et potentissimi principes alma huic universitate amplissimam indulserunt. Te in sacrosancta theologica baccalaureum creo. In cuius rei testimonium caput tuum hoc pilio orno, quodut felix faustumque sit, deum optimum maximum precor.
Item, presento vobis hos candidatos, examine probatos ad gradum baccalaureatis in theologia promovendos.
Annuente senatu placet promovere.
Ascendant, Lauren Cumley.
Ego ea auctoritate quam summi et potentissimi principes alma huic universitate amplissimam indulserunt. Te in theologia baccalaureum creo. In cuius rei testimonium caput tuum hoc pilio orno, quodut felix faustumque sit, deum optimum maximum precor.
Douglas Creighton.
Et te creo.
Andrew Gebby.
Et te creo.
Qui honores meruerunt, ascendant Joshua Duff.
Et te creo.
Christopher Kerr.
Et te creo.
David Peden.
Et te creo. Professor Nafi.
Vice Chancellor, esteemed colleagues, honoured guests, and new graduates of the University of Aberdeen, I'm extremely honoured to have been asked to speak at the close of this ceremony and have an opportunity to be one of the first to congratulate our new graduates and alumni. I am sure I will be joined by your friends and family and all here today in saying, well done. You have now joined the illustrious body of our alumni community here in Scotland and across the world. For example, you are now setting your steps to a path trod by Bertha Wilson, an Aberdeen philosophy graduate who went on to be the first woman on the Supreme Court of Canada. But before you turn your gaze to the horizon ahead, I hope you'll pause for a moment to think about the past. Sorry, I am a historian. It has been the pleasure of all of us who work here to get to know you and support you through your years of study. But of course, it's been an easy task when we've been able to work with such excellent students. More importantly, and always there supporting, encouraging you have been your friends and family, many of whom have joined us today to witness the milestone in your lives. I'm sure you'll join me in loudly and enthusiastically thanking them for every word of support, every extra pound slipped into your bank account, every bag of groceries, and every pub dinner. We owe all of them our thanks in always being there for you. Now, obviously, I'm aware that in the excitement of the moment, there's very little that you'll hear today that you'll remember, though you may remember Justice Wilson of Canada. But I do hope I can encourage you, even if you don't remember the words, to go forth from here using all the skills and knowledge and accumulated experiences you've had in your time here to better the world around you. It's been my pleasure to teach many of you, and I am sure of one thing: you will make a difference in the future. So I'm not going to encourage you to be successful as this world judges success, though I'm sure your family do hope you'll at least gain some measure of financial security, as do I. At the same time, though, I want to encourage you to apply the best of yourselves to helping, sustaining, and bettering the world for those around you. Yes, we have just thanked everyone who has been involved in your success thus far, but we must always be aware of how much of what we achieve is the result of the efforts of those we've never met. You can and will be that unsung and unknown person for people young and old in your life. It's just as easy to forget how lucky we all are to have security, food on our tables, roofs over our heads, clothes on our backs, and, as we are here, access to amazing education surrounded by outstanding students from over 130 countries. That is almost impossible to grasp, in part because it's easy to take it for granted. Don't. There are quite literally billions in this world who can't even imagine all the advantages and opportunities that all of us here have had throughout our lives. It is that world you are about to enter as alumni of the University of Aberdeen. For over 5 centuries, graduates have gone from here into the world, from Scotland to Singapore, from Aberdeen to Azerbaijan. You'll do the same. So as you go, make a difference. Reach out to and lift up as many people as you can. Never forget the privileges and opportunities you've had, the openness and welcome that's been your norm, the vast buffet of learning laid before you. Share what you've learned, and most of all, work to ensure that many, many more can enjoy the same benefits in the future. You can and will make a difference. You can and will succeed in changing the world. I know this, and everyone here knows this for one very good reason. We know you. Thank you.
Next will be played, and we invite you to sing God Save the Queen. The Reverend, the chaplain to the university.
May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the rains fall softly upon your fields, and may the sun shine warmly on your face. And until we meet again, may you be held in the palm of God's hand. Amen.
Some